Good morning, everyone. My name is Joya. This is a 60-minute Vinyasa yoga class to renew and reset. So you can come to a comfortable seat. I suggest having a prop today, a yoga block or a pillow cushion if you have one. Take a seat on that, elevating the hips above the knees. And you take your palms and face up to receive energy, new energy. There's so much positivity around us. Take a moment to soak it in. Tuck your tailbone down and forward. Draw your shoulder blades back and together. And drop your shoulders down. Maybe pull your ribs in. And bring the crown of your head to the sky as if someone's pulling your head up with a string. And inhale and exhale through the nose. Feeling your belly rise as you take in fresh air. Slowing down the breathing, maybe counting internally. And feeling your whole chest and ribs expand as you inhale. Taking in the fullest breath you have today. Imagine the air, and so it's a white light going through your lungs and through your blood vessels throughout your body, cleansing away any negativity, any anxiety, any regrets. If you're sitting on a block, remove that from under your seat. And reach your hands up to the sky. Look up and inhale. Stretch your hands up and bring the sides of your arms to your ears. And push your chest forward, looking up. Bring your hands, interlace your fingers in front of you. And round the spine, looking at your belly button. Dropping the head. Hunching forward. Breathing. Release the hands. And bring them behind you, interlacing again, maybe putting the opposite thumb on top. And draw your hands back and away from your body. Maybe look up, push the chest to the sky. And breathe. Coming onto your mat into tabletop position. Knees or hips width distance apart. Your shoulders stack over the wrists. And the elbow crease faces forward. Look up and arch the tailbone to the sky. Inhale, cow. Exhale, arch your spine like an angry cat. Look to the navel. Relax the neck. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And do a couple of these at your own pace. Feeling the spine start to loosen. Imagining that white light traveling to your sacrum. Witness any tension or stiffness in your lower back. And then sit back onto the heels. Widen the hands, widen the legs, and lower the forehead and the nose to the mat. Drop the elbows. In a wide child's pose. Bring the hands together in prayer, and only the pinky two fingers are touching the mat. Elbows come up. Stretch the palms forward. Active child's pose. Feel the activation in your scapula and deltoids. Walk the palms over to the right. And shift the left hip back in space. You might feel a deep stretch in the left side body. Walk the hands back to center. And then over to the left. Maybe placing the right palm over the left. Drawing the right hip back in space. And hands come back to center. Plant the hands on the mat. Tuck the toes. And push the hips up into downward facing dog. First downward facing dog of the day. Pedal out the feet. Looks great, Victor. Lift the hips higher up to the sky. Gopi, draw the shoulder blades back and together. Looks good. Maybe drop the knees and push the hips back and up. Retracting the shoulder blades. Wrapping the shoulders in, elbows in. Roll the body into plank. Shoulders stack over the wrists. You might need to walk the hands in directly under the shoulders. Stay here and traction the toes and the hands. Really holding here. And then drop the knees, untuck the toes. Lower the chest and the chin. Tailbone stays high to the sky. Roll the pelvis forward and down. And roll the spine up into baby cobra. Look up, inhale. And release your face down, one cheek on the mat. Breathe. Ground the hands by the shoulders and push up again to baby cobra. Retracting the shoulder blades back. Maybe push up a little bit higher, not full cobra just yet. Look up and lower down again. Other cheek to the mat. Widen the hands. Maybe mats with distance apart. And inhale and look up, full cobra. Lifting your hips up, look up. Draw the shoulders back. Breathe. Lower down. Bring the hands back right next to the chest. Tuck your toes. Spread the fingertips wide and push up into plank. And then lift the hips up in downward facing dog. Walk out your feet. Spread the feet wide, mats with distance apart. Walk the hands a little bit in and take the right hand to the left ankle. Pull on it, looking under your left armpit. And release that hand back to the right. Draw your right foot onto the left knee. And push your right knee back, making this figure four shape. Walk your hands in a little bit and bend the left knee. Feel a deep stretch in the IT band, targeting the sciatic nerve. And then put your foot down, walk the hands a little bit out. Left hand to right ankle, look under the right armpit. and stretch. Lock that hand back. Left foot comes to right knee. And bend that right knee. Breathe. Release that left foot. And then take the feet. Make sure you're in a good downward facing dog. Lift the heels and drop them over to the right. You could stay here, or you could lift the left arm over and look up. And lower into downward facing dog. Pedal the feet out. Lift the heels, drop them over to the left. Stay here or lift the right arm. Look up. Shining chest to the sky. And lower. Coming into child's pose. Let's do a cleansing breath. Inhale together and sigh it out through the mouth. Inhale. One more. Tuck the toes. Lift the heels into downward facing dog. Walk forward slowly and deliberately with control. Feet come to meet the hands. Feet are hips width distance apart. And just dangle. Maybe pedal out the feet. Interlace the hands behind you. And draw your hands up and over your head. You're looking at the back wall. Neck is long and relaxed. Feeling the collarbone and the scapula open. Getting some juices flowing to those rotator cuffs. Then release the hands. Grab opposite elbows and sway side to side. Get add a little bounce forward. Whatever feels good. And release the hands. Bend the knees and swan the hands all the way up. Look up. Hands in prayer, Hatha Dhanasana, arms by the ears. Grounding the feet, push the hips forward, chest up, and bring the hands back. Look back, bend back. Coming back up. Interlace all the fingers except the pointer fingers, Kali Mudra. Inhale, stretch the fingers up, and then bend to the right. Keeping your arms straight. Maybe look up to the left. And then up to center. Inhale, stretch the hands up. And to the left. Maybe looking up to the right. Keeping those arms long. Sides of the arms by the ears. And up. And then bending forward all the way down. With Vinyasa. Exhale. Inhale, hands come to Shanzada Mukha. Straight spine, looking forward. Exhale, hands in plank. Step the right foot back. Step the left foot back. Drop the knees, chest and chin. Coming through your vinyasa. Doing our Ashtanga Namaskar, baby cobra. Or full cobra. Heels come back. Seat comes back to heels. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips into downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet a little bit. Lift the right foot up. Three-legged dog. And draw the knee to the nose. And plant it between the hands. Place the back foot at a 45-degree angle on the mat. And bring your hands up into warrior one. Stacking the knee over the ankle. Maybe looking up or forward. Hands are parallel to each other. Really sink into that front knee. Interlace the hands behind you. And draw them forward, dropping the head to the left of the right knee. Humble warrior. Engaging the belly, pulling it towards the spine. Really stretching those hands back, forward. And then hands come to frame with the right foot. Lift the right hand up. Easy twist. Look up. And lower the hand. Step the right foot all the way up into three-legged dog. Lower downward facing dog. Bend the knees, lift the heels, look forward, walk forward. Hands come to shins, Adho Mukha, facing forward, straight spine. Exhale, lower with Uttanasana. Inhale all the way up. Uttanasana. Hands in prayer heart center, Samasthiti. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Let's take one cleansing breath together. Inhale through the mouth, side out through the inhale through the nose, side out through the mouth. Inhale. Other side. Inhale, hands all the way up. Exhale, lower all the way, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, right foot back, plank. Keep losing that left earpiece today. I don't know what's happening. Lowering through your Vinyasa, Ashtanga Namaskar or Chaturanga, wrapping the shoulders in, coming down no more than 90 degrees, untucking the toes, lifting up into upward facing dog, retracting the shoulder blades, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Lift the left foot up. Bring the knee to nose, planting between the hands. Plant the back foot at a 45-degree angle and lift into warrior one. Sink deeper into that front knee, Gopi. Great job. Interlace the hands behind you. Maybe put the opposite thumb on top. And stretch the hands back. Fall into humble warrior. Breathe here. Gently release the hands to frame the foot. And lift the left arm up. Easy twist. Lowering the hand. Kick the left foot up, three-legged dog. And downward facing dog. Bend the knees, lift the heels, look forward, walk forward. Halfway lift. Adho Mukha. Lower Uttanasana. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Hands to prayer heart center, Samasthiti, Tadasana. For the other side, Have your block handy if you have one. If you need a water break, now's a good time. If you need to hitch up your leggings break, now's a good time. All right. Ready? Inhale, hands up. Lower all the way, Vinyasa. Inhale, halfway lift, Adho Mukha. Exhale, step or jump back into plank. Flow through your Vinyasa. Upward facing dog or full cobra. And meeting in downward facing dog. Lift the right foot up. Right knee to right tricep, shifting the weight over the wrists. Kick the right foot up, three-legged dog. Right knee to left tricep. Option to kick the foot out and lift the left hand, revolving, twisting open. Keeping a smile on the face. Lowering that hand, kick the foot back up. Knee comes to nose. Plant it between the hands. Option to drop your back knee or keep it up. Knee is dropped, untap the toes, hands come to prayer heart center. Hook the left elbow over the right knee and twist. Maybe a few things, snap, crackle, and pop. Bring the hands to heart center. Breathe. And lower the hands. Tuck the back toe. And lift up into full crescent lunge. Maybe a little back bend. Plant that back foot, open into warrior two. Keep that block nearby. Straighten that front knee. Push the left hip back. Rotate the arms. And if you have a painted box in front of you and one behind you, smushing them so you're two-dimensional, you're going to lower the hand, look up, stretch down, push that pelvis forward. Maybe draw that left arm back. Trikonasana. The goal is not necessarily to touch your fingers to the floor because look, you can bend forward. If you do that, you really want to keep it stretched. Grab your block if you have one. Come into half moon pose. You can keep it in front of your foot or behind. Ground and lift. Looking up, back foot is flexed. If you have the balance, you can let go of the block. And lower. Hands come to front of the foot, move the block. Right foot kicks up, three-legged dog. Downward facing dog and child's pose. Inhale together inside out through the mouth. One more time. Plant the hands, tuck the toes, lift the heels in downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward, walk forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, Dhanasana dangle. Inhale all the way up. Hands come to prayer heart center and Tadasana, mountain pose. Other side. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, halfway lift. Straight spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back to plank. Lower through your chaturanga or Ashtanga Namaskar. And push back into downward facing dog. Lift the left foot up, three-legged dog. Left knee comes to left tricep. Left foot up. Left knee to right tricep. Option to kick it out. And we'll raise the right arm up, look up. And lower, kick that foot back up. Knee comes to nose. Planting it between the hands. Option to drop the back knee. Untuck the toe, hands come to prayer heart center. And hook the right elbow over the left knee. Twisting up. And breathe. Hands come to frame foot. Tuck the back toe. Rise up all the way to crescent lunge. Maybe a slight back bend. Arms by the ears. Plant the back foot. Open to warrior two. And breathe. Have the block handy. Straighten that front knee. Push the right hip out. Revolve the arms. And lower to Trikonasana. Keeping that pelvis forward. Option to move into half moon. Lifting the back foot. And lower. Hands come to frame the foot. Kick that left foot back up. And lower. Downward facing dog. Child's pose. Inhale through the nose, sigh out through the mouth. One more. Take witness of anything in your body that feels different from the first child pose of the class. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, lift the heels, look forward, walk forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, hands come all the way up. And this time, step the foot wide along the long side of your mat. Coming to five-pointed star. Arms up and wide. Toes pointed out. This is a big victory pose. I do this before I have big speeches or presentations. And it just helps you to feel powerful, big, and confident. Bring the hands to the hips. Look forward, straight spine. Reach that booty out. Ooh, bend forward, looking forward. Bring the hands to the heels. Feet can come as narrow or as wide apart as feels comfortable. Grab onto those heels if they're accessible to you. And look at the back wall. Pull on those elbows. Lower the head towards the floor. Release the heels and bring the hands under the face. Point those toes inward. Walk the hands back, palms back towards the back wall. And feel your head come closer to the floor. Eventually, head touches the floor. Hands walk forward. Feet walk in a little bit. And draw your right arm, right hand to left ankle. Pull on it, look under the left armpit. Really stretch on that right shoulder blade. Release the hand to the left. Left hand comes to the ankle. Pull on it, look up to the sky, twisting up. Breathe. Hand comes to front. Hand swing around to the right foot, frame the right foot. And then lower the back knee. Bring the right foot to the left hand, right knee behind the right wrist. And lower into pigeon pose. Bring your hands to your hips just to check that your hips are square to the front of the mat. And an option to stay here or lower. Maybe the forearms come to the floor. Maybe your head comes to rest on the forearms. If you're down, come back up. Tuck the left foot. Bring the right foot into downward facing dog. Bend the knees, lift the heels, walk forward. Halfway lift. Lower Thanasana. Inhale, hands come all the way up. And step open to the long edge of your mat, 5-pointed star. This time walk the feet in. Feet are pointed outwards. And cactus your arms, sink low into goddess pose. On the inhale, you're going to bring your hands to prayer up, straighten the legs, look up. Exhale, bend into goddess. Inhale, up. Bend, goddess. And one more time, up. And into your deepest goddess. Thighs come parallel to the mat. And then come to frame the left foot. Left hand comes behind the right hand. Left knee behind the left hand. Pigeon. Bring your hands to your hips. Make sure your hips are square to the front. Then maybe lower down. And rest. Feeling a deep opening in the left hip flexor. Maybe rotate a little bit onto that right leg to make sure your hips are still squared to the mat. And plant the hands. Tuck the back toe. Kick that left foot up. Three-legged dog. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees, lift the heels, look forward, walk forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale all the way up. Hands come to prayers and Mastiti. Tadasana. So find a spot on the wall, your drishti, your focal spot, unmoving, will help you balance and focus. Take your right hand, palm is facing up, elbows at the waist. Lift your right foot up and grab it. So the hand is holding the inside of the foot. Bring the left hand up. Focus on your drishti and kick that right foot back and up. Breathing, balancing, focusing. And come out gracefully or ungracefully as you choose. Left hand up. Kick that left foot back. Grab the inside. You could grab the outside too. Depends on your anatomy. I find it easier to grab the inside. Inhale the right hand up. Kick that left foot up and back. Stretching away and up. Gansa pause. And lower Tadasana. Inhale the hands all the way up. Give one last back bend. Pushing the hips out, forward. Lower all the way down. Vinyasa. And lower into child's pose. Walk the hands in, coming to seated. Coming up onto the knees. Hands come to the lower back. Fingers are pointed downward. Camel pose. It's a big release of toxins and negative emotion. And push the hips forward. Look up. Inhale. Lean back as far as you can go. You can stay here, or you can lower. Right hand to right heel, left hand to left heel. Push the hips forward. Shine the chest to the sky. Look back. Keeping a gentle smile on the face. Camel pose. Hands come to lower back. Coming up, head comes up last. Lower the seat to the heels. Rabbit pose is a counter pose. Place the hands on the heels, cupping the heels. Knees are together. And you're going to bring your head down to touch the mat right next to the knees. Don't turn your neck in this position to avoid neck injury. So bring the head down to the mat. Lift the hips. If there's a big gap between your knee and your knees and your forehead, walk the knees forward. Pull the hips up. Draw the shoulder blades back. Pull on the heels. And sit back. One more camel pose. Coming up on the knees. Hands to the lower back. Inhale, push the hips forward, look up and back. Maybe lower the hands to the feet. Push those hips forward. Breathing. And hands come to the lower back. Sitting on the heels. Hands cup the heels. Lower the head to the mat. Rabbit pose. Hips come up. Knees walk forward. Pull on the shoulder blades. Pull on the heels. And sit back. Drop the hips to the left on the mat and swing the legs in front of you. Inhale the hands up. Bend the knees a little bit and lower with a straight spine, slowly, slowly, slowly looking forward. Grab the feet. And then start to squish the feet forward, heels forward. As far as feels good. Keeping that spine straight. Look up. Push those heels forward. And then gently look at the knees, look at the navel. Release the neck. Keep pulling the feet. Vinyasa. And release those hands. Come to lie back. All the way down on your back. Knees are up. Kick the feet up and over the head into plow. Water bottle there. And draw the shoulder blades under and together. Bring the knees to the forehead. Hands come to the lower back. And lift the feet up. Support your shoulders stand. You can walk the hands lower down the back. Don't turn your head in this position. Hold here and breathe. And then gently bring the knees to the forehead. And roll the spine down to the floor, keeping the hands supporting the hips. And feet come to plant on the floor. Shoulder blades come down, neck is long. If you have the block or a cushion, you could bring it under the sacrum and stay here. Or you could interlace the hands, bring the pelvis up, walk the shoulder blades underneath them together, and push the pelvis up to the sky, bridge. And lower the spine all the way down. Bring the hands out. Bring the feet together and drop the knees to the right and then to the left, windshield wipering the knees, releasing the lower back. And we'll do bridge one more time. So you could do the same thing with a block supported bridge or with your hands interlaced, or you could come into a wheel. So if you'd like to try wheel, plant your feet near your seat. Plant your hands near your shoulders. Toes are facing towards your feet. And you're going to lift the hips and the chest at the same time up to the sky, so someone's pulling your stomach up with a string. Inhale and push up. And breathe. Knees are parallel to each other. Wherever you are, breathe. Take witness of what your spine feels like. Turn wheel, gently lower, crown of the head touches, and lower, gently, gently. Spine is long, neck is long. Windshield wipering the knees left to right this time. Releasing the lower spine. We're going to round off with one optional inversion. So if you'd like to stay in Shavasana here, please feel free. If you'd like to try an inversion, you're going to turn over into fetal position and use your left hand to push up and seat it. You're going to try the headstand. I think the secret to headstands is just confidence and knowing that if you fall over, it doesn't really hurt. So sitting on heels, interlace their hands, making a little basket. The basket's not going to be holding your head. It's just kind of like a guide for where your head should be placed on the mat. Your elbows are about shoulder width distance apart. Lift your hips. Place your head on the mat. Knees are close. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. And then bring one foot up. Use your abs to bring the other foot up. And kick up. Squeezing those thighs together. Pointing the toes up. Breathing. And then gently lower. Child's pose. If you were in Shavasana, join us in Child's Pose. And roll forward from Child's Pose to lie on your belly. And Sphinx, forearms are on the floor. We're looking forward. Toes are together. Stay here and breathe. And then lower one cheek on the mat. And hands come to hover, look up, lift the feet up, head comes up. Feet are together, lifting everything, drawing the shoulder blades back. And lower the other cheek to the mat. Hands hover, lift the feet. It's available to you. Grab the feet behind you. Look up, lift up, bow pose. Breathe here. Stretch up a little higher. Bring the knees a little closer. And release the other cheek to the mat. Bring your right arm perpendicular to your body out to the side. Bring the left hand by the left shoulder, fingertips are tented. And you're going to twist over your arm. So lift the left foot and open to the left, twisting over. Plant the left foot on the floor, knees up. Head is relaxed on the mat. Opening up the right shoulder blade. You could walk your fingertips forward, left fingertips. If you want an even deeper stretch, you could bring your right foot up. So both knees are up, both feet are planted on the floor. Deep stretch in the right shoulder blade. clavicle, scapula, deltoid, triceps, everything. And release, lying on the mat, the other cheek on the floor. Then right fingertips tented by the right shoulder. Left hand is out. Right foot comes up and twists over. Maybe walking the right fingertips up above the head. Maybe planting the left foot and both knees are up. Deep stretch of the left collarbone, clavicle, shoulder blade. And then lowering, belly on the mat. Gently push yourself back into child's pose. Head and nose rest on the mat. And then just roll over, dropping the left hip, lying down in Shavasana. With scooching up. Inhale, the right knee comes up, hugging that knee to the right shoulder, wind release pose. Neck is long, left heel is pushing forward, right foot is relaxed. Compressing the descending colon, eating and digestion and the release of toxins. Take that right knee and drop it over the body to the left mat. Right arm comes up to the side, left arm comes up to the side, and look over the right fingertips, open and wide. And foot lowers to Shavasana. Hug the left knee to the left shoulder. Point that right heel forward. Neck is long. Compressing the ascending colon. Aiding in the elimination of everything that doesn't serve you. And twist over, dropping the left knee to the right side. Looking over the left hand. And then flip the second to Shavasana. Hug both knees. Rocking side to side. Your eyes could be closed here, or your gaze could be softened. Option to grab the heels and lift those feet up, happy baby. Feet are wide, rocking side to side. Neck is long. And then release everything down to Shavasana. Take a moment to adjust, tucking your shoulder blades down together. You lift the pelvis up and then drop it a few inches with the feet. Bring that head towards the top of the mat and keep the neck long. And when you've found your comfortable place, just sink into that stillness. And stay here for 2 minutes, enjoying the stillness. Start to invite sensation back into your body, wiggling the fingertips and the toes, rotating the wrists and the ankles. Gently curl into a fetal position on the right hand side. And feel comforted. Push the left palm to the floor. Sit up. Coming to a comfortable seat. This time, place the hands down, keeping that energy you just built for yourself, keeping the positivity with you throughout the rest of your day and the rest of your week. We'll close with one Om all together. Inhale to synchronize. Sigh it out. Inhale for Om. Om. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. Have a wonderful day.